Hi, guys.
Oh, hi, honey. What a nice surprise. What happened, Kev? Did you get kicked out of your apartment?
No, I just thought I'd move in for a while. I kind of miss you guys.
Oh.
And anyway, my apartment doesn't allow pets.
What? Hey, Kevin. Here's Mr. Whiskers. Who?
Oh, Mom, this is my friend Ginger.
Hi.
Ginger is leaving town for a few days, so I promised her I'd help take care of her cat.
I got a grant to study in Malibu. Anyway, I gotta get going, so just remember to feed him and to love him, and Mr. Whiskers will love you right back, just like he loves his mommy. Yes, he will.
Oh, don't worry, I'll take real good care of him, I promise.
Thanks. And I promise to take care of you, too, just as soon as I get back.
Mr. Whiskers, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
That's it. I quit.
What's the matter?
The station manager called me into his office today. Tells me I gotta lose weight.
Why? I mean, you're not that fat.
Yeah, and besides, when you're on TV, you get to hide your stomach behind that big desk.
Yeah, well, not anymore. They wanted to make the 6 o'clock report less formal. So now they're making the whole news team sit behind the stupid coffee table. Skip told Tammy my gut looked like the centerpiece.
Well, at least you got to take it home.
I haven't put on that much weight, have I?
Gee, I don't know, Dad. I mean, remember the last time we all went to the park? You and Mr. Belvedere went on the seesaw and it stayed even.
Come on, honey, it's no big deal. We'll just put you on a little diet.
I gotta lose 15 pounds in 10 days.
Or we can wire your mouth shut.
Don't bother. The station already made arrangements. They're sending me to some place called Pleasant Valley Ranch and Spa. Some fancy fat farm up in the Poconos.
Honey, these reservations are for the two of us.
Yeah, well, I want you to keep me company.
Oh, George, I'd love to, but I can't go on such short notice. I have court.
Huh? Well, I can't go to this flab fest all by myself. I mean, someone's got to go with me, right?
I'm back.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet. It's sizzling hot.
Uh-huh. Well, this looks like fun.
Looks like mating season at SeaWorld.
George, we're going to be here for the next 10 days. Try not to alienate everyone in the first 10 seconds.
Why not? They look pretty thick-skinned.
Come on in, fellas. Don't be bashful. Hi.
Hi.
My name's Bibi. Can you guess what that stands for?
Big buns?
Actually, I was going to guess Brigitte Bardot.
Oh, no, silly. My name's Betsy Baxter, but my best friends call me Bibi. You know, like in the gun.
Okay, everybody line up, please. 3 lines. Hi, my name's Roy Gallagher.
Hi, Roy.
Hi.
And on behalf of myself and everyone here at Pleasant Valley Ranch and Spa, I bid you all welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I feel certain that most of you must have read about our various programs, our facial massages, the tanning salons, quiet moments sipping fruit smoothies in a hot tub at sunset.
That's why I came.
Well, forget about it, Petunia. You ain't doing diddly, not till you lose a few tons. And that goes for each and every one of you low-life, jelly-bellied lard buckets. You got a problem, soldier?
Didn't the brochure mention something about refreshments?
Okay, wise guy, hit the deck and give me 20.
I would, but I left my wallet in the car.
I said get down there! You find this all pretty funny, huh, Porky? Why don't you get down there with him? Why don't we all join in the fun? Move it! Move! 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 Okay, sweethearts, let's hit it. You got a 10K run in 5 minutes.
George, we better get up.
Go away.
George, you're not going to lose any weight lying there like a lump.
Fine, and let's take a hike to a house of pancakes.
Look, George, I don't like these things that start like 17 any more than you do. But since we're here, we might as well make the best of it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. M&M?
Now, Dandy, you know what happens if they catch you with these?
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. All right, I'll pet you. Aw, did somebody bring me their little toy mouse? Dead mouse!
Oh, wow, a rat and a great big sucker, too. Why can you get that thing out of here this instant? Oh, not yet, Mom. It's still twitching a little.
Leslie!
All right. I'm going. Oh.
Kevin!
It's the cat, isn't it?
Here, you'd better do something about that beast, young man. I mean, if it's not in here tearing up the furniture, it's out there killing things.
Yeah, poor Grandma Hufnagel still can't find her chihuahua.
Yeah, I know. I saw Pepe's picture on a carton of milk bones. All right, look, I'll think of something, I promise.
To the left, and right, and left, and right, and free.
I can't believe that dinner, Belvedere. I scraped more appetizing stuff off my windshield.
Oh, I don't know, George. I found it quite delicious and satisfying.
Come on, big guy. This is me you're talking to. I've seen you eat ding-dongs underwater.
Look, I know this diet isn't easy, but it's as Colonel Gallagher says. We have to channel our negative food energy into more positive endeavors.
Come on, Lynn. We have a date, remember?
Be right with you, BB. She ain't Sarah Lee, but she'll do.
Hey, big guy, what are you in the mood for? Mushroom or pepperoni?
God's sake, what are you all doing?
We're having a pizza party.
Me and the gang decided that tofu junk just wasn't cutting it, so we ordered us some real food.
But what about your diets? You're all doing so well.
Oh, come on, Lynn. One little piece isn't going to hurt you. We can work it off later.
I saved a slice for you.
buddy, our cat problems are over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I boarded him in a kennel. See, that way Ginger will still think I'm a sensitive feline aficionado, and I don't have to look at this stupid thing until she gets back.
Here's your cat. Lieutenant? George Owens, Lynn Belvedere, are you prepared to accept the charges being levied against you?
No, but I wouldn't mind reversing the charges.
Whereas on the 10th day of October, year of our Lord 1988, the above charge did willfully and with complete disregard for the well-being of their fellow dieters, order and consume several large pizza pies on the premises of Pleasant Valley Ranch and Spa in flagrant violation of Article 319/B. And whereas, since the day these jerks got here, they have demonstrated a general unwillingness and or inability to get with the program, they are hereby banished from Pleasant Valley Ranch and Spa in perpetuity. This is your shame, Lieutenant. That's all, folks. Left, turn.
I have never been so humiliated in my entire life.
Oh, come on, big guy. I already apologized.
Don't you big guy me, you pig-nosed delinquent. I liked it here. I liked the diet, the discipline, the people. I felt like Twiggy around these people. Then you had to go and get us thrown out.
Oh, I don't know what you're so upset about. I'm the one who's going to get canned if he doesn't lose weight.
You should have thought of that before you called Pinky's Pizza Palace.
Just I've always had this problem. You know, dealing with authority. I mean, the minute somebody tells me what to do, I got to open my big mouth and tell them where to go. I mean, how am I supposed to tell my kids Dad got bounced from a fat farm?
Maybe you won't have to.
Huh?
I mean, we're not expected back for 5 days. There must be something we can do.
Okay, fellas, this here's it. I told you it weren't no Holiday Inn.
I'm sure it'll suit our purposes just fine.
Okay, you boys know best. Just remember, once I shove off, there ain't nobody or nothing around here for 100 miles.
Perfect.
Hey, just don't forget to come back and get us, okay, pal? I don't want to be spending the rest of my life up here with him.
Yeah, I reckon 5 days would be enough for anybody.
So you still think this is such a great idea?
Oh, it won't be so bad, George. We'll eat right. We'll get plenty of exercise. We'll take long walks in the woods. The pounds will simply melt away.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, what's with the ukulele?
We're going to take a canoe ride, aren't we? I was sailing along on my day.
This is a nightmare. I can't believe we're letting a cat take over our whole house.
It's all Kevin's fault. He always does stuff like this to impress girls, and then he never even gets any sex out of it.
Whistling.
Well, it's true.
Shh. I think I hear it coming. Oh, God, I feel like I'm in the diary of Anne Frank.
Hey, what's everybody doing?
He doesn't know we're in here.
Who doesn't know we're in here?
Mr. Whiskers, who do you think? Didn't you see what he did to our house?
Well, yeah, but one cat couldn't do all that.
He had a party. So, what are you going to do about it?
Hey, come on, guys. Give me a break. It's only for a few more days. I mean, it's just a defenseless little pussycat. I mean, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Okay, so he has urges, but he's still one of God's creatures, and I'm not going to do anything to him. I don't care what he did.
He chewed up all your Edie Gourmet records.
Excuse me. Forgot something.
Hey, what's that?
Dinner.
Oh, yeah? What you make?
I call it gulag gazpacho. It's a little recipe I picked up in a Siberian labor camp.
Tastes like boiled grass.
It is.
That's it, Belvedere. We're history. I knew we didn't bring enough food. When Club Cadiddlehopper comes back, all he's going to find is 2 piles of bleached bones sitting in a puddle of hoop cheese. What do you think you're doing?
Bon appetit.
Well, where's mine?
This is my dinner. Go mow your own.
I want yours.
Oh, sure. The other man's gruel is always greener.
Give me that.
That's mine.
Hey, what's happening to us, Belvedere? I mean, we're fighting over a cud casserole.
It's the madness, George. The madness that comes with hunger. I saw it on a lifeboat once. 15 of us fought for days over a single piece of Pez.
So what are we going to do, big guy?
Nothing. We must simply try and control ourselves and think of something else besides food.
Yeah, like we could play cards or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I can find a ball game on the radio over there.
Splendid idea.
And remember, Pizza Posse. They deliver.
There's nothing like a thick, juicy steak.
This just in. Survivors of that Peruvian airline crash have just been found in a remote section of the Andes. Isolated for several weeks, it's alleged that passengers were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to sustain themselves. Now on to sports.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
George, I was just going outside to chop some more firewood.
Oh, great idea, big guy. Maybe I can give you a hand, so to speak.
Well, after you.
Oh, after you.
After you.
You go.
Morning, boys. Did you boys have a good time? My Emma cooked up some fried chicken and biscuits. Thought you boys might be hungry.
Did you say biscuits?
Yeah, with homemade honey butter.
I think he's real, Belvedere.
Oh, thank God. We're saved.
My pants are too big.
It's a miracle.
We're back.
Oh, hi, honey. Gee, you guys both look so thin.
Do you really think so?
Wow, even your butts got cute.
Gee, thanks, kitten.
You know, I really got to hand it to you two. I didn't think you'd last a day at that fat farm. Somebody up there really must know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think so.
You got the last one.
Hi, Mrs. Owen.
Hi, Ginger.
I came to pick up Mr. Whiskers, my cat.
Kevin, Ginger's here. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Ginger. How was California?
Oh, it was great. We even had an earthquake.
Great.
So, where's Mr. Whiskers?
Mr. Whiskers, funny about him.
Huh? What?
Well, it's just, see, somehow his favorite ball got glued to the middle of the street. And he was out there trying to get it, and there was this moving van. It just came out of nowhere.
Kevin.
What?
Where's my cat?
Here you go.
I think she took it okay.
Mr. Belvedere will continue in a moment. At any rate, George and I continue to adhere to our diets. And I'm proud to say the word ding-dong isn't even in our vocabulary anymore. George's station is thrilled with the look of their new slimmed-down sportscaster. And as for me, I'm happy to report I look simply stunning in my new Brazilian swimming briefs. Of course, that's only my opinion. I wonder what the neighbors would think. Oh, Grandma, hot they go!
Sunday following Incredible Sunday, the on-camera murder of a guest leaves the staff scrambling to cover its own story on Studio 5B. Then, they're the one and only Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, and Bill Murray star in Ghostbusters on the Sunday night movie.
So they can watch what may be television's last grand miniseries, War and Remembrance, starting Sunday at 8, 7.
Anyways, I get all my weekends off. Holidays, too. I don't do windows, I don't scrub floors, and I ain't fixing to do no sewing or mending or patching.
What exactly do you do?
Well, I tell you, I don't mind shooting varmints, and I'll cook 'em up for you. You ain't lived till you've had my possum surprise.
I think she's smoking it.
Mrs. Deberschmidt, tell me, have you ever had any experience around, well, you know, people?
Well, I worked 2 years at a home for the criminally insane.
That should come in handy with him.
Anyway, Mrs. Deberschmidt, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be in touch.
Don't you reckon I ought to leave a picture so that you folks will remember just which one I was?
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Suit yourself.
I take it that Mammy Yoakum didn't quite fit the bill?
Gee, I don't know. I kind of liked her. course, I was always a sucker for a babe with a pipe.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. We'll find somebody.
Hey, what are you apologizing to him for?
George.
I mean, who the hell ever heard of hiring a housekeeper to take care of your housekeeper?
Well, it certainly wasn't my fault that somebody left their skateboard on the stairs.
Well, I just left it there for a minute.
You know there's some lady on our front lawn skinning a squirrel?
Perhaps it was a snack for the bus ride home.
So you guys find anybody good yet? You've been seeing people all day.
No, not really, honey.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like that Swedish lady that wasn't wearing any underwear. Your dad's the one that pointed it out.
Well, I guess this just goes to show you're a pretty tough guy to replace.
Well, I knew you'd realize someday there was only one Mr. Belvedere.
Is this the Owens residence?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Jolly good. In that case, I am your new housekeeper.
What?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Excuse me, but did you say your name is Belvedere?
Yes, Galen Belvedere.
Oh, and do you two know each other?
Yes, we're cousins.
Looks like the family only comes in 2 sizes.
Mr. Belvedere, you never told us you had a cousin.
Well, we haven't seen each other for a little while.
No, 20 years to be exact, cuz? Last time I heard you were rambling round Rangoon. Something to do with the elephant roundup.
Yes, well, the last I heard of you, dear cousin, you were leaning against a fire hydrant somewhere other than Pittsburgh.
Well, you know how it is with us Belvederes, Lynn. 1 minute it's Kuala Lumpur, the next minute Steeltown, USA.
Wow, and now you both are together after all these years. What any coincidence.
Yes. A small world.
It is with you in it.
Hey, this is great. Now we've got 2 Mr. Belvederes, and they're both snotty.
Yeah, lucky us.
I take it, Mrs. Owens, that the position of temporary housekeeper is still open.
Well,
Actually, the position has already been filled.
It has?
Well, I thought Mrs. Defferschmidt had impeccable qualifications.
Huh? Like what?
Well, I thought she looked very nice in burlap.
Well, that's all right, Cousin Lynn. I understand. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
Hey, wait! You're not going to just throw your own cousin out on the street, are you?
Absolutely. Ta-ta! Mind the curb.
Belvedere, I'm surprised at you.
Don't be upset with my cousin, Mrs. Owens. He only has your best interests at heart. I'm afraid Lynn knows me for what I really am. An obstinate, opinionated, know-it-all snob.
Gee, that'd be a switch.
Don't be ridiculous, Galen. You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here and take care of us and get reacquainted with your cousin, and I don't want to hear another word.
Not even help?
We English do enjoy a good cup of tea, don't we?
Yes, almost as much as we enjoy a good mystery. Speaking of which, what the hell are you doing at Beaver Falls?
Why, what on earth do you mean?
Oh, come now, Galen. It was no accident. You were just popping up like this, so out with it.
All right. I'll tell you, but it has to be our little secret. Agreed?
Agreed.
I came here to kill you. I gotcha.
Galen, I swear.
I haven't gotten you that good since Lord Wilfrid's 10th birthday party. Do you remember when I made you snort chocolate milk through your nose?
It wasn't chocolate milk, you demented little rugrat. It was hot scalding cocoa.
We did used to have some good laughs, though, didn't we?
Yes, usually at my expense.
Oh, I'm not so sure. What about the time I woke up and found you'd mailed me to Glasgow?
I don't know why you were so upset. I sent you first class.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, time for your afternoon walk.
I'm coming.
Boy, it sounds like you guys are really getting along.
Oh, don't you be deceived, Heather. We still loathe and despise each other. It's just that sometimes he absolutely slays me.
Well, that's why I'm here.
That's it. I've had it with her. It's Becky's birthday, right? And I've been racking my brain for weeks trying to think of something really great to get her. And then it hits me. She loves to bowl. Perfect. So I get her this, and what does she do? She heaves it at me. Says it's unromantic. Now, does this look unromantic to you?
You obviously felt this gift was novel and somewhat endearing, while she was probably hoping for something more personal and sensitive. I certainly wouldn't let my pride get in the way. Perhaps a dozen red roses stuck in the finger holes here might work wonders in softening your fair lady's heart.
Hey, that's great. Who the hell are you, anyway?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh. Boy, that diet must really be working.
Good morning, Galen.
Good morning, Cousin Lynn.
I trust you slept well in the drawer Mrs. Owens prepared for you.
Well, not really. It was your underwear drawer. I woke up in a pair of your boxer shorts, thought I was at a lawn party.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's that smell?
This is breakfast. We have English bangers, Irish oats, and Scotch eggs. I call it my Empire Strikes Back buffet.
You're wasting your time, Galen. The Owensism or the Pop-Tart mentality.
Well, that's because it's the only stuff you eat.
Yeah, big guy. You haven't made us a hot breakfast in a month.
Well, I have been under the weather.
Oh, no. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be in my room.
How are you going to get there? Freight elevator?
This fun is contagious, isn't it?
Hello, I'm Mr. Belvedere. I woke up in your underwear drawer. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
Evening, Cousin Lynn. I made you some nice hot chocolate.
No, thank you. My nose isn't thirsty.
I don't blame you for being upset with me, cousin. Just a bitter bunion on the backside of humanity, that's what I am. I'll leave you alone.
Are there marshmallows in it?
The little pretty pink and green ones, just like we used to have as children. Remember?
How could I forget?
Here we go, then.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I brought you something else, too.
Mrs. Higginbottom's bedtime tales. I remember Grandma Georgina used to read them to us both.
I'll read one to you if you like.
Oh, would you?
Let's see if we can find a good one, shall we? Ah, here we are. The Giant and Jeremy Crumb.
That's funny. I don't remember that one.
Oh, you will. Once upon a time, there was a tiny little man named Jeremy Crumb who lived in a pumpkin shell. Jeremy worked very hard at the thimble factory, but when he came home at night, he was very sad, for he had no true love to call his own. Then one day, Jeremy met the fair maiden Jane. Jane was tall and beautiful with hair like spun gold, and she loved little Jeremy, even though he only came up to her tuchus. Then the big fat giant from the land of lard showed up. He made jokes about little Jeremy, and Jane laughed and left him and married a Harlem Globetrotter instead. Then little Jeremy swore revenge against the big, fat, flatulent giant. And now that he's found him, he's going to carve him up into little bite-sized pieces and feed him to the bloody crows. Just as soon as your cast comes off, cousin, it's you and me at sunrise. I challenge you to a duel. And by the way, I hope you enjoy your cocoa. I put a laxative in it.
Good morning.
Hey, honey. Morning, Mrs. Owens. Can I get you some breakfast?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm in kind of a rush today. I have a job interview.
Hey, that's great, Mom.
Oh, yeah, Marsh? What is it? A new law firm.
No, actually, I'm going to try out to be a Pennsylvania mushroom.
What?
Well, it's sort of like a California raisin, only it's a little more fungusy.
Oh, what are you going to do, Marsh? Lie down on a big pizza?
Dad, do you think Mom's getting enough oxygen?
I wouldn't be too concerned. Some people just take a little longer to find themselves than others, but when they do, they approach life with a whole new sense of vigor and enthusiasm. Morning, Cousin Lynn. Breakfast.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on now. I made your favorite. Fried oysters and potatoes.
Oh, yes. A Hangtown fry. Very amusing, you twisted little troll.
Hey, what's the matter, big guy? You seem a little edgy this morning.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Well, your legs sure must be getting better. I must have heard you clump into the bathroom 500 times last night.
Yes, well, my new Reader's Digest came in yesterday. Besides that, my legs all swelled up again, so there.
Now, come on, guys. We're going to be late for school.
Yeah, take it easy, Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, big guy, don't let things get you down.
And remember what they say, cousin, today is the last day of the rest of your life.
No, that's not it. You mean today's the first day of the rest of your life.
Oh, yes. My mistake.
He'll kill me. He'll kill me not. He'll kill me.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. You know that idea you gave me yesterday about the flowers and the bowling ball and stuff? Well, I did it, and it worked great. Becky went absolutely nuts. Hey, you're big again.
We're home.
I see that.
It was great, Mr. Belvedere. Galen picked me up from school, and we went to this neat medieval surplus store. Look at all the stuff we got. We got these neat dueling pistols, some swords, some ninja Death Stars. We even almost got a flamethrower.
Unfortunately, they didn't have a pair.
What a pity. I was beginning to feel a chill.
Come on, Galen. Let's go out and try out the crossbow. Galen said he can shoot the wings off a fly at 200 yards.
Just imagine what I could do with a larger target.
And just think what I could do with a can of Raid, you rancid little witch. Take that, you cretinous carbuncle, and that.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what are you doing out here? What happened to your cast?
I took it off.
But your leg isn't better yet.
Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do.
Huh? Do what?
Wesley, tomorrow morning at sunrise, my cousin Galen and I are going to have a duel. A duel to the death.
Ah, come on. You expect me to believe that?
Not really. Good night.
Hey, you're not kidding, are you? You guys are really gonna do it.
I'm afraid my cousin's convinced that I slighted him some years ago, and now he demands satisfaction.
But you can't fight Galen. He's better than you. I mean, he's little and fast, and you're big and... not so fast.
Be that as it may, Wesley, I am an Englishman, and I prefer death before dishonor.
Yeah, but you...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to try and figure out this thing.
Here,
And that's this.
a bus ticket.
Oh, my. All the way to Akron.
I would have sent you farther, but American Express called in my card.
Don't worry, Wesley. I'll be gone soon enough.
Yeah, as soon as you blow a few holes in Mr. Belvedere.
Well, the choice of weapons is his. I'm merely getting them ready.
Hey, I mean it. I don't want you hurting him.
I'm sorry, Wesley. There's nothing I can do. Once certain events are set in motion, they become unalterable. You cannot reverse them. I'm talking about man's destiny and the forces of the universe.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. The forces of the universe haven't been up against Wesley T. Owens. Hey, George, guess what?
What?
I got the job. So, how do I look?
Like a mushroom.
Surely think so? Only trouble is my stem is so tight I feel like I'm wearing a straitjacket.
Maybe you better get used to it.
Oh, congratulations. Mrs. Owens, I'm sure you'll be a fungus Pennsylvania can be proud of.
Thank you, Galen.
Hey, what's with the monkey suit, little guy? Looks like you're going to a funeral.
That certainly is a possibility. Mr. and Mrs. Owens, I must apologize. There may be some unpleasantness this morning, but rest assured, as soon as it's over with, I'll be on my way.
Galen Belvedere, I assume your challenge.
What?
Oh, I get it. It's funny outfit day.
Just a minute, you tin-plated teeny bopper. You can't accept my challenge.
Oh, yeah? That's not what it says here.
Miss Manners' Guide to Combat Etiquette.
It says right there on page 57, in the event the primary opponent becomes ill or incapacitated, his duly appointed second may replace him on the field of honor.
Wait a minute, he's not incapacitated. He told me his leg was fine.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, just a few more steps.
Oh, yeah, they're easy. I think something may be broken.
Malingerer, big faker. You're even limping on the wrong leg.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Wesley. Perhaps you could explain the Louisville slugger imprint on my left shin.
Somebody please tell me what's going on.
It's Galen. He never really wanted to be our housekeeper. He just came to kill Mr. Belvedere.
What? In a fair fight, of course. We were going to have a duel earlier this morning.
That was before Vlad the Impaler came along and took me out of the lineup.
This is ridiculous. I will not have two grown men dueling to the death on my carpet.
Tough talk from a toadstool.
Mrs. Owens, we promised to limit the bloodletting to the patio.
We were going to do it on the grass, but we thought Galen might get lost in it.
I'd rather get lost in it than graze in it. Water buffalo.
Shrimp boat.
Tubby the tuber.
Piccolo Pete. Hey, guys.
You see, it's idiotic jokes like that poisoned the mind of my fiancée and turned her against me.
Fiancé? What fiancé?
This fiancée here.
You were engaged to Gail Storm?
Gail Storm, that's Gwendolyn Fitzmaurice.
Fitzy, that's not Fitzy. Fitzy had red hair.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, you're thinking of Wanda Grigsby. She had red hair.
Oh, Wanda had no hair, you little twit. She lost it at that Thresher demonstration, remember?
Oh, yes. But all I know is I was going to marry somebody, and then you waddled over and ruined the whole thing. At the Guy Fawkes dance.
You mean that grog-guzzling fiasco way back in 63?
So you do remember.
I remember pulling off Lady Ashley's leg.
I'm just asking her to marry me.
Oh, really? You told me you were climbing for coconuts.
Whoops.
Whoops. You mean I almost got killed over some babe you guys can't even remember?
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
It's not.
No, all my life this man's been insulting me, belittling me, treating me like some kind of freak. I demand satisfaction.
Very well, Galen. If you insist upon this madness, I'll do my best to accommodate you.
Fine.
But before we draw a bead on one another, I think you should know that it was never your size that inspired my insults, but your stature.
What?
You are the most aggravating person I know. Achievement for achievement, exploit for exploit, insult for insult. You have managed to one-up me my whole damn life, and it makes me so mad I could spit. Oh, sorry.
And all this time I thought it was because I was little.
Galen, You're the biggest pain, I know.
So does this mean you guys are calling the duel off?
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I'm still confused.
Just play.
On my mark. 1, 2, 3. Turn and fire.
Well, Cousin Lynn, I'll be off now.
So soon? The family will be sorry they missed you.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I think they're pretty happy with the Belvedere they've got.
And where are you off to now? The road to Mandalay? Timbuktu?
Akron, actually. Somebody was kind enough to give me a ticket. I hear it's the bowling capital of the world.
Yes. Perhaps you could get a job there as a pin.
Well, I'll be going. Needn't see me to the door.
I won't have to see you at all after tonight.
Cousin, all differences aside, if ever you should feel like returning to England, there'll always be a place for you at Belvedere Castle.
I appreciate that, Galen. Truly.
Just give me 2 weeks' notice. I'll have the drawbridge reinforced. Doodly-pip.
At any rate, all's quiet on the home front, now that my impish cousin Galen is gone. I never thought I'd say it, but I almost miss the little twit. It's always so nice spending time with your family, even if they are out to kill you. Anyway, I shouldn't be too depressed. After all, I still have Wesley. I may not have the insult, but I'll always have the injury.
Critic Tom Shale says it's tremendous television. We may never see anything like it again. It's War and Remembrance, continuing Sunday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Now, Wendy pulls a fast one on her father. A fake boyfriend stands in for...
Hi, Dad. Hi, Wes. Hi, Mr. Bellyflop.
Angela,
My parents signed the consent form so I can go.
back to Pluto, I hope.
Angela and I want to help the homeless of Pittsburgh, so we're going to volunteer to shelter downtown.
Oh?
Yeah, we're going to cook them breakfast.
I thought you wanted to help the homeless, not kill them.
I think what you're doing is very laudable.
Well, we both have been very fortunate, and we want to do something for people who have less than us. Not only that, we get out of study hall.
Angela, your compassion is an inspiration to us all.
Can I go too?
What for?
Maybe I'll meet a hobo and he can teach me how to hop a freight to nowhere.
I'll teach you, Wesley. I'll even give you a little boost.
Come on, George, we're going to be late for the funeral.
There's been a passing?
Oh, yes, Barney, one of George's golfing buddies. I'm afraid George is taking it kind of hard.
Let's hit it.
I've never seen him look so devastated.
George.
Hey, I know what you're going to say. This isn't right for a funeral.
Not unless it's for Bubbles the chimp.
Look, all the pallbearers are dressing like this.
Oh, what's the minister wearing? Bermuda shorts?
Barney wanted his funeral on a golf course. It's where he spent his happiest hours.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. A funeral is a solemn event.
That's right. Come on, Marsh. We're riding in the lead golf cart.
Streaks on the china. China never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Hey, Ange, how's my French toast moving? Great. I think they really like it.
Hey, am I supposed to eat this or resole my shoes with it?
How are you girls doing?
Okay, I guess, except I didn't know we'd be so busy.
Yeah, where do all these people come from?
Same place that we do, except somewhere they got off the track. Job loss, disability, mental illness, drug abuse.
I had a cousin who was homeless, but he just forgot his zip code.
Why don't I spell you here and you girls can go clear some tables?
Wow, Heather, we already got a promotion. Right. Let me help you with that.
Hands off, Blondie.
I wasn't going to take anything.
Sure, you and the cops, welfare, and the feds. Everybody wants my stuff.
Sorry. So, do you wear contacts? Just trying to make conversation.
Napkin, 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 napkin.
Did you lose this?
Oh, my earrings, thanks.
You're welcome. My name's Tom.
Oh, I'm Heather.
This your first day?
Yeah, some pretty strange people around here.
Yeah, huh?
I don't know whether I should be scared of them or feel sorry for them.
Yeah, me neither.
So how long have you been a volunteer?
Oh, I'm not. I live here.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, back from the fairway farewell?
Yeah.
Actually, it was a very nice service.
Yeah, until some bozo sliced his drive into the casket.
Well, I'm going to soak my feet. That's the last time I wear heels in a sand trap.
I'm sorry about your friend, George. Were you close?
Hey, he was in my foursome at the club. He'd always shave off a stroke at the par fives. Back at the clubhouse, we'd play a little poker. He'd cheat. Leave when he was ahead. Sign my name on his tab.
Friends like that are hard to find.
It's just, here's a guy about my age. Makes you think.
Certainly does. About what?
You know, life and death.
Well, George, we live and then we die.
Speak for yourself.
My point is not to worry. While we have life, we should enjoy it.
I guess you're right, big guy. No point moping.
Hey, Dad, want to toss it around?
What are you trying to do, kill me?
Angela, I need some plates.
Here you go. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Heather. Like my new shirt?
It's real nice.
I found it in the dumpster. People throw away really good stuff.
So you got a date?
No, I'm going on a job interview.
Oh, isn't this your job?
Oh, I'm just helping out while I stay here. I like to keep busy.
Oh, well, good luck at your interview. You must be pretty excited, huh?
Yeah, I haven't had a real job in 2 years.
2 whole years? That's awful.
Well, it's hard when they ask for an address and phone number and you don't have an address and phone number.
Hi. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself to you yesterday. I'm Angela.
Good for you.
You know, just because you have a terrible, miserable life of hopelessness doesn't mean you can't say a friendly hello.
What makes you think my life's so miserable?
Well, you live on the streets. You're dirty and grungy and kind of smelly. No offense.
None taken. Besides, you're the one who stinks.
What?
That perfume. It's just another product of the capitalist consumer conspiracy.
No, it's Forever Crystal.
Look, Blondie, everything I need in the world is right here where I can get at it. Real simple.
You make it sound like living this way is good.
I'm totally free and unfettered by the trappings of modern civilization. Can you say that?
No, but I can say rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Hi, Dad. Finally returning that plunger I borrowed.
Oh, you didn't have to, Kev. It was sort of a housewarming gift.
Gee, thanks.
You know how to read these blood pressure things?
Oh, yeah, I learned how when I was a nurse's aide. You're 30/10.
Is that good?
Not really. You're dead.
I ordered 8 years of Time magazine for this stupid thing.
Come on, Dad. What are you worried about? You seem like a healthy kind of guy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Then again, you never know.
What do you mean?
Well, when I worked at the hospital, there was this guy about your age. He came in for a hair transplant. An hour later, he was on a slab in the morgue.
Yeah?
And another guy, he had an ingrown toenail. Next day, they were spreading his ashes over the Monongahela.
Huh?
Whoops, gotta get to class. Hey, listen, I'll come back later and tell you about some more dead guys. See ya.
Expecting a close encounter? Well, you hardly touched your dinner, although you sculpted it very well.
I saw Doc Elliott this afternoon.
I hope it's not bad news.
I'm in perfect health.
Oh, George, I am sorry.
I don't understand. Barney had a checkup from Doc Elliott a week before he croaked, and he was fine, too.
Any idea what caused Barney's sudden demise?
He died in the saddle.
Oh, you mean horseback riding?
No. You know, between the fluffy whites.
He fell into a meringue?
He died in bed with his wife.
Oh, you mean chiming Big Ben?
Whatever.
George, it was a fluke.
Yeah, but it was a fluke that killed him.
Oh, it's such a clear and beautiful night. All the stars are out. It's kind of romantic. I'll be upstairs.
Hi, everyone. I brought a surprise. Homemade cookies. I didn't bake them. Hello again.
Look who's here. Little Mary Sunstroke.
Looks like you got a lot of stuff in there.
Yep. Place for everything and everything in its place.
Thanks. Hi, Tom. I brought you a cookie.
Oh, thanks.
So did you get the job?
Oh, nah. There must have been 100 people there. I didn't stand a chance.
You'll do better next time.
These are for you.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Williams. You're very nice.
I feel terrible about this.
Oh, that's okay. A rule is a rule.
What's going on?
It's our policy here at the shelter. People can only stay 2 weeks.
It's not fair.
Heather, we have to turn away dozens of people every day. That's not fair either.
Hey, I'll be okay. I got a great spot under the turnpike. If nobody took it.
Come on in, Tom.
You sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry. You'll stay in the attic. No one will ever know you're here.
Hello, Heather.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
How did my cookies go over?
Great, Mr. Belvedere. Well, good night.
Brazil nuts.
Huh?
That's the secret to the recipe. I got it after a wild weekend in Rio with Mrs. Fields.
Well, good night.
Anything wrong?
Why should something be wrong?
No reason. But if Wesley had that look on his face, I'd be sleeping tonight with a gun.
George, where are you going now?
I'm going to make a sandwich.
Another one?
I had Chinese for lunch. Go to sleep.
That was close. Hi.
You mind? I need my binoculars. Henrietta Huffnagel left her blinds open.
Okay. Here.
Is something going on?
No?
Is there someone hiding in the closet?
Yeah, there's a man in there. Some guy I picked up off the street.
Guess that's the only way you're gonna get one.
Oh, no, Marsh, not the feather trick.
Good morning.
Hey, get that thing out of my face.
I'm sorry, George. I just love doing that. I always have.
Guess I fell asleep watching the tube.
Or trying to avoid something else.
Morning.
Bingo.
I waited up for you.
Yeah, well, I think I'm coming down with a cold. I don't want to spread it around.
I'd say you're spreading it around rather well.
I think I better go up and take some aspirin or something.
I hope I don't have to sleep alone again tonight.
Don't look at me.
I don't know if this is going to work, Heather.
Oh, yes, it will. At least until we can find you a job. Here, look. Here's one that pays $25,000 a year with medical benefits, full dental, and daycare.
Where is it?
Divisional Multi-System Program Analyst. I don't know what it is either.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, no, Tom, you're supposed to stay here, remember? Coming. Hi, Ange. Come on in. Hi. What is all this? It's my stuff. Now I'm in total control of my life. Everything I need is right here. My clothes, my books, my records, even Mr. Beaver. Angela, get real. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Angela. I like your shopping cart.
Thanks. I got it in the supermarket. Tom, what are you doing?
Just helping out.
I told you have to stay in the attic or they'll find you.
Oh, that's right.
Is it me or does Tom seem a little weird? Why don't you ask Mr. Beaver? Come on, Angela. I'll drive to the store.
When did I polish this?
Hey, big guy. Is the coast clear?
Yes, George. Your wife is upstairs taking another cold shower.
Good. Why can't she leave me alone?
Beats the hell out of me.
It's not just Marcia either. All of a sudden, every woman I meet wants my bot. My secretary, some meter maid, even the cashier at Lumberama. She tried to slip me a free can of spackle.
George, I think you're just imagining all this because you're obsessed with Whoopi.
Hi, my name's Yvette, and I'm selling waterless cookware. Is your wife available?
No.
Want to steam some vegetables?
I guess you're just a meat and potatoes man.
Hi, Mr. Botulism.
Hello, Angela. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure there's an irrational explanation for it.
This? These are all my earthly belongings. I've dropped out of society.
I'll drink to that.
Now I'm free. Free as the breeze.
That must be what I hear whistling between your ears.
Hi, Aunt. Hi, Ed.
Oh, hello, Heather. I want to thank you for all that extra cleaning that you've been doing.
Huh?
Well, you know, the banisters, the window blinds, the lampshades. That was you, wasn't it?
Well, sure. Who else could it be? Maybe it was Tom. Angela. Sorry, it couldn't have
been, Tom? He stays in the attic all day.
For crying out loud, Marsh, get your mind out of the gutter. Hi, nice jacket. Who the hell are you?
I'm Tom. I live here. Who are you?
Oh, I see you two have met.
So I brought Tom here until I could get him a job in a place of his own.
I thought I heard noises in the attic. I just assumed that's where you were sleeping.
Well, I thought we had a squirrel up there. I even put out some poison pellets.
My God, I thought those were licorice bits.
Hey, everybody, there's some guy up in the attic.
We know, Wes.
You do?
He's a homeless man your sister's been trying to hide.
You mean you were telling me the truth? You're really warped.
Hey, look, kitten, I feel sorry for the guy, but he just can't stay here.
But he's not bothering anyone.
Heather, your heart is in the right place, but I'm afraid your father's right.
Don't get mad at Heather. It's my fault.
Hey, look, Tom, we're not blaming you or anyone else. I know times are tough.
Well, here's your clothes, Mr. Owens.
Oh, no, you keep them. And, here's a couple of bucks for you.
No, thanks. I already ate your food and stayed at your house.
Well, so does Belvedere, and we pay him.
Please, take it, Tom.
Thanks. Maybe I can buy some new boots.
Wait, Tom, maybe you can stay with Angela.
Hasn't he suffered enough?
So what are we going to do? Just throw him out?
Heather.
Oh, sure. Give him a few bucks, forget about him, and maybe the problem will go away. Well, it won't. There are a million of Toms out there, and no one even gives a damn. What kind of world is this? Tom? Tom? Mr. Belvedere, what is this place?
It's a residential hotel. Mind the concierge?
Well, wait a second. That's the shelter's address in case he needs a meal.
Ah, here we are.
Tom.
Hi, Heather. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Come on in.
Thank you.
Like my new apartment?
You live here?
Well, it's not as nice as your attic, but it's all I could afford on my new salary.
You mean you found a job?
Mr. Belvedere got me a job at Donut World.
I carry a lot of weight around there.
Right now I mix the dough, but if I do good, they'll let me dip them in chocolate icing and put sprinkles on them and maybe even squirt jelly in the jelly donuts. What's the matter, Heather? You look sad.
It's just the newspaper's filled with all these really good jobs. Better than working in some donut shop.
I can't get those jobs. They said I wasn't qualified.
Yeah, but you could get into a job training program or something.
And I like my job. It's fun. Besides, I get to meet a lot of nice policemen.
Yeah, but Tom, with a better job, you could afford a really nice place. Don't you want a balcony and a stereo and a trash compactor?
Gee, I got a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in with blankets and everything. I thought I was doing pretty good.
You know something? You're right. You're doing great. I'm really proud of you.
Heather, I think it's time we should go. Tom has to be up early in the morning.
Yeah, I got to be at Donut World at 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'll be there at 4:15. Nice.
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere, for getting him that job. It was really nice of you. I just wish there was more I could do.
Oh, Heather. If everybody cared as much as you did, there'd be far less people sleeping in cardboard boxes and on steam grates.
Why should anyone have to sleep on a steam grate?
Why, indeed.
Hi, George.
Uh-oh.
I was at the club today. Guess what happened?
You made a hole-in-one and they gave you a free divot fixer?
I had lunch with the wives of your golfing buddies.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you know how girls talk. Well, it seems like we've all been feeling a little neglected lately.
What do you know?
And there's this rumor going around about what really happened to Barney. I was beginning to think it was me.
Belvedere!
You went shopping. At the movies with Heather.
Actually, my heart's starting to pound.
It's a muscle. It needs exercise.
Oh, if I die.
You'll have a smile on your face.
You know, come to think of it, so did Barney.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Heather continues to volunteer at the shelter. Tom stops by from time to time, usually with a generous donation from Donut World. Meanwhile, the supermarket reclaimed Angela's shopping cart, leaving her with no choice but to return to civilization. Talk about paradise lost. As for George, he somehow survived his close encounter with Marcia. And since then, I haven't seen much of either of them. Paradise regained. To celebrate this season of goodwill, the Owenses have pleasantly surprised me by agreeing to be on their best behavior. From all of us, happy holidays!
Let me help.
Oh, thanks, Heath.
You know, Mom, this was the best Christmas ever.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. We were all together, trimming the tree, singing Christmas carols. Dad didn't even make us watch Perry Como's Christmas.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Do I know you?
Probably not. Mom, this is James Montgomery. You know the little boy I babysit for on the weekends?
Oh, yes. It's very nice to meet you, James.
The pleasure's all mine, ma'am.
A well-mannered child in this kitchen. I must call Ripley's.
James' mom was called out of town, so I told her he could stay with us for the next week.
Oh, that's nice, dear. What?
Oh, it'll be all right, I promise. I'll feed him and everything.
Heather, a young man requires a little more care than a stray puppy.
Or in Wesley's case, a rabid jackal.
You really should have discussed this with Dad and me first.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Owens. I'm sure James is a polite young man. If not, we can always tie him under the porch and feed him table scraps.
Hi, I'm Bert Hammond. This is my associate Carl Putnam. We represent the Happy Guys of Pittsburgh.
Helping others happily. That's our motto.
Well, you can help yourself right out of here. The last time I saw you guys, you tried to drag me into some devil worship thing.
Our little Halloween party may have gotten a wee bit out of hand, but we've cleaned house.
Yeah, now you won't find so much as a deviled egg.
George, who's here?
Marcia, you remember the Happy Guys, Bert and Carl?
Oh, yes. Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
This guy slays me. Doesn't he slay you, girl?
Well, it's easy for you to say, Bert. You're not Tweedledum.
Won't you come in and sit down?
Oh, well, thank you. Now, I don't want to alarm you folks, but there's a mad criminal on the loose, and he's attacking the women of Beaver Falls.
What does he do?
He steals their high-heeled shoes.
It's no laughing matter. Well, last night he stole my wife's best open-toed pumps. She's currently under sedation.
Well, have you called the police?
Unfortunately, this is what they consider a low-priority item.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's scandalous. It's scandalous.
That's why we're here. You've got to help us.
Hey, I'm a sportscaster. I don't know anything about catching criminals. Unless they've stolen home.
George, old pal. We need your house for our meetings.
What meetings?
Tell him, Bert.
We formed our own neighborhood protection group, the Guardian Happy Guys.
We're going to make the streets safe for decent human beings.
I think I better warn Wesley.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
At this straight, you're telling me you've never had detention?
That's correct. Although I once had to stay after school to accept a good conduct medal.
Where'd you find this geek,
Wesley, you can't speak to James that way. Most people do.
Wesley, James will be staying with us for 1 week. Surely you can impersonate a human being for that long?
What's that supposed to mean? It means quit acting like a jerk.
Actually, Miss Heather, a jerk is a dull or stupid person. Wesley seems to be neither of those. I'm afraid you've misspoken.
You know, kid, you may not be a total zero after all.
Well, you can certainly learn something from him.
Maybe he can learn something from me.
Yeah, you want to come to order, please? Fellas, you want to quiet down and we'll start.
Gee, he's kind of high-strung, isn't he?
Gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the first meeting of the Guardian Happy Guys.
Hey, who ate all the crab puppies?
George had one.
Now, the high-heel bandit, as we have dubbed him, has eluded the police so far. But we, the Guardian Happy Guys, are going to see to it that he's captured and brought to justice.
Do we get to wear hats? You mean like golf hats with our own logo on them?
I didn't know we had a logo.
No, we don't have a logo, and we don't need hats.
Hey, but we did have these new buttons made up.
You bad guys, cut it out. Little rough, don't you think?
Now, the first order of business is to divide ourselves into patrol teams.
As long as we're dividing up into teams, why don't we get up a softball game? Hey, can I play third base? Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, honey. Come over here, give your old mom a big hug.
Where's everybody?
Your sister and brother are upstairs watching TV. Daddy and Mr. Belvedere are in the living room forming a vigilante group. And I have been exiled to the kitchen, so I'm doing my nails.
Dad and Mr. Belvedere are doing what?
Oh, they're having a meeting with that group of happy guys to track down the high-heel bandit.
You're kidding.
Take a look.
Why are they marching around 2 by 2?
I think they're doing the Virginia Reel.
Mom, Mr. Belvedere's dipping Dad.
And remember now, we're only the eyes and ears of the police. If you see the high-heel bandit, do not try to apprehend him. Do not take any aggressive action yourself.
Hell, this is worse than none. I thought my part was over when the crab puppies disappeared.
Well, let's just get this over with.
Oh, I think it's too late to go patrolling tonight, don't you, Bert?
Way too late.
We do have time for turkey in the straw.
I still don't get why we're dancing.
It fosters teamwork, George. They say the Steelers do the bossa nova.
Now pay attention, kid. Maybe a little of the Owens magic will rub off on you. What's this?
Hot water bottle?
If you're not even going to try, we'll stop this lesson right now.
Sorry, I promise I'll try to think meaner.
Good. Now what you have here is your basic whoopee cushion. You place it on the principal's chair right before assembly. Then when he sits down after the Pledge of Allegiance...
That's not very nice.
Exactly. Now check this out.
I know that. That's a rubber snake.
Wrong. It's the real McCoy.
But serpents are not indigenous to the Beaver Falls area.
They are now. Quick, put him under that magazine on the chair.
But that's Heather's magazine. Won't she be startled?
At least.
Hey, Wes, have you seen my 17 magazine? I believe it's over there. Thanks, James.
Well?
I never knew it could be like this.
I don't know why we're sitting out here freezing our hooters off.
Well, if we're going to catch the high-heeled bandit, we must sacrifice a little comfort.
I don't see you sacrificing any of those donuts.
If you're going to be nasty, I shall go home and you'll be the only happy guy on the streets without a patrol buddy.
I am not your buddy, and I am not a happy guy.
Since you are obviously unable to be pleasant, I suggest we keep our mouths shut and our eyes open.
You got it.
Fine.
Hey, Belvedere.
Now what?
I think I drank too much coffee. We better find a gas station.
You know we are not allowed to leave the stakeout for any reason.
Fine. I'll just use that bush over there.
Of course, that's your decision, but we're here to uphold the law, not to break it.
Huh?
Well, for one thing, there's indecent exposure. Vandalism. Defacing public property.
Okay, you made your point. I'll tough it out.
That's the spirit.
Belvedere?
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me a story? About, to take my mind off things.
Oh, very well. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived under Niagara Falls. All day long, he did nothing but listen to the rush of the raging waters.
Stop that story!
Stay tuned for Shock Fear Theater. Tonight's presentation, The Killer Bra Strap in 3D.
The whole evening shot to hell. Hey, Wes, why aren't you in bed?
Somebody had to wait up for Mom.
Huh?
When it got late and you guys didn't come home, she got worried and went out looking for you.
Hey, Marshall, what happened?
Oh, George. He got me.
Who?
The high-heeled bandit.
All of a sudden, I feel something in my back, and a voice in my ear says, "Give me those pumps or I'll pump you full of lead."
What happened then?
This is the worst part. I gave him my brand new snakeskin pumps. I paid $350 for them.
You what?
Down from $500? Oh, George, don't be angry. I've been violated.
Well, so have I.
Folks, I'm trying to make a report here.
Sorry.
I'm just sick about this.
Hi, I'm Bert Hammond. This is my associate, Carl Putnam. We represent...
Just get in here.
We came right over as soon as we heard about the missus.
Yeah, we picked up the police call on the scanner in my car. Oh, by the way, your car's being towed.
You guys are supposed to be in charge of getting this dirtbag off the street. Now, I want to know what you're going to do about this.
Ooh, he's got spunk, Bert.
Yeah, real spunk. Have you ever considered becoming a junior happy guy?
Look, I'll do whatever I can to catch this jerk.
Yeah, we do need to take stronger measures.
I'd say this calls for another meeting.
Maybe we should have it here.
Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
I'll be here.
I'll bring the accordion.
Hey, Wes?
Yeah?
Have you seen James? I went up to his room to look for him, and I found this note on his pillow. It says, "I didn't do it."
Didn't do what?
Wesley, I hope you have a way of putting this chicken back together.
I didn't do it.
Then who did?
James.
Ridiculous. He's far too innocent to have masterminded something like this. He must have had help.
Hey, all I did was show the kid a few basic moves. Can I help it if he's a natural?
Wesley, you're poisoning his mind. I forbid you to teach him anything else.
Okay, but he's tasted success. You'll probably be hearing from him again.
Now, if you'll both excuse me, I am going upstairs to change. I seem to have fouled myself.
Mr. Belvedere! Oh, Mr. Belvedere, I need you! Mr. Belvedere!
What is it? My hands are rather full. Oh, dear.
You have to help me find James.
First, we must find Lady Clairol.
That pint-sized Al Capone put blue dye in my shampoo.
No doubt after you put Pop Rocks in my souffle.
This is all Wesley's fault. I'm gonna pound him right after I smack James bald-headed.
Good Lord, Wesley, what have you done?
Nothing yet.
Then what's that?
What's left on my new 10-speed? I told James he could write it.
Apparently he rode it through hell.
Wesley, you created this monster. You have to stop him. Hey, Westman! Looks like something happened to your bike.
This isn't funny.
Loosen up, dude. Where's your sense of humor?
It's gone up in smoke.
Hey, Tubbs, your beach ball's lopsided.
They call me Mr. Tubbs.
James, I want you to quit acting like this. What happened to that sweet little kid I used to babysit?
That geek? He's history. By the way, I love what you've done with your hair.
You're not getting out of this.
I couldn't find a bag to match my shoes.
My, don't we look lovely this evening?
Knock it off. Let's just get this over with.
All right, you are, cutie. Gentlemen, or perhaps I should say ladies.
Not to me.
This gives new meaning to the word dragnet.
Now, for everyone's protection and safety, we'll work in pairs. By strolling the streets as women, we'll catch the high-heel bandit right where he lives.
Well, if we know where he lives, Bert, why don't we just go over to his house?
That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going anywhere without my best girlfriend.
Just don't try to borrow my lipstick. Hey, where's Kevin? Kevin?
Yeah.
My God, you look stunning.
I know, I can't help it.
Gee, kid, couldn't you have gone a little easier on the eyeshadow?
Not according to Cosmo.
Well, you better be careful. You could get picked up.
Hey, Dad, that's not funny.
You are wearing your own underwear, aren't you?
Of course I am.
That explains the visible panty line.
Let's go. Now, remember, if you sit down, keep your knees together.
Here you go, Belvedere. You sit down and I'll wait for the bandit in the bushes.
Why should I have to be baked?
Let's just say you're easy to spot from a distance.
Very well. George, what should I do if the bandit tries to accost me?
Play hard to get.
You don't. Somebody's coming. Look. Good evening, my dear.
Look, honey, your kind belongs over by the fish pond. I'm working this end of the park. Beat it.
Evening, miss.
Good evening, officer.
A little late for a lady to be out by herself at night.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
You should be. And there's some nut running around stealing women's shoes right off their feet.
Oh, silly. Nobody would want my shoes.
I guess you're right. Still, yet I think about going home.
Thank you, officer. I will.
Say, what's your sign?
Dead end! Dead end! Well, that was a big bust.
How do women keep from freezing to death in these things?
Well, at least you weren't hit on. God, men can be such animals.
Tell me about it.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, where have you been, Bert?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. The high-heel bandits struck again while you were out on patrol.
What?
Where?
Over by the dairy.
The one place we didn't have a team.
I think it's time to try the police.
No, don't do that. I told you they're not interested. Besides, we can handle this by ourselves.
I'm not wearing any more girdles.
You should have tried one with a tummy tamer.
Hey, if you're so sure we can get this guy, how come you didn't dress up and go on patrol with us?
Well, somebody's got to run the operation, and it should be the one who knows the most about the crimes.
Yes, you do seem well informed about the high-heel bandit.
Well, let's just say I understand him.
Perhaps you can tell us how it is that he knows exactly where or when we're patrolling.
Maybe he's psychic.
Or maybe he's Bert.
Oh, you're crazy.
You take that back. Bert never stole anything.
Oh, really? Who told us first about the high-heel bandit?
Bert?
And who told us not to go to the police because they wouldn't be interested?
Bert.
And who's the one who's most obsessed with the shoe collection of the high-heel bandit? When the rest of us wouldn't know the difference between a Harache and an espadrille.
Well, any fool knows that a Harache is a woven flat-heel sandal, while an espadrille is a canvas wedgie with a rope sole.
How could you do it?
I didn't. I couldn't. I have this cane.
You never had a cane before.
Get it! No, fellas, you gotta understand. You gotta give me a chance to explain. You see, I was a shoe salesman for 35 years. It's in my blood. I can't help myself. I'm sick. I promised to get therapy. Will you guys let me off the hook?
No.
What are you doing, James?
Making sure there's one less bird bath in the world.
You can't blow up the Huffnagel's bird bath. Somebody might get hurt.
Somebody might get hurt if they don't get off my case.
Look, kid. Real pranks require planning, timing, and above all, finesse.
Finesse?
Yeah. Without a certain grace and dignity, a prank is just a mean trick. Or in this case, a crime.
Oh, give me a break.
I will. I'll promise to keep this a secret. But you have to promise to stop acting like me.
It's too late, Wes. I've seen the other side of the mountain.
If I rat on you, you're going to be seeing the other side of a set of bars.
Do you do that to me?
Try me.
Okay. You win. Want me to show you how to disarm it?
Hey, this is the king you're talking to.
Ready to go home, James? Sure, Heather. Okay, let's hit the road. Could I have a moment alone with Wesley, please? Okay, I'll just put your bag in the car. Good. Thank you, Wesley, for almost an enlightening stay.
The enlightenment was mutual. Guess I'll see you.
See ya. Are you sure you disconnected that detonator correctly?
Hey, piece of cake.
Good.
Wesley! There's a bird bath in my crumb cake! The Beaver Falls crime sprees, both civil and domestic, have finally come to an end. With only Wesley's demented tricks to fear, it's almost like being on holiday. But the high-heel bandit was let off with a fine and a stern warning to steer clear of ladies' footwear and the feet on which it gathers. My part in his capture has left me with my dignity only slightly askew. Others were not quite so fortunate. Come in.
Mr. Belvedere, can I borrow a pair of gloves until the crazy glue wears off?
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, carnival time in Rio. But with inflation at 1,000%, there's not much to celebrate. That's our story tonight.
Sunday at 7, limber up sports fans for a Frisbee hoop toss and the smallest indoor ski.
I just had a wonderful idea.
You're sending Wesley to Afghanistan.
Oh, it's just that you've been here for 5 years, and you'll probably be with us another 5.
What?
So I'm redecorating your room.
What?
Don't worry, it will be tasteful and charming, I promise. Well, just look what I did with Kevin's old room.
You mean putting in a giant screen TV and painting the windows black?
Real sentimental, Mom.
I appreciate your good intentions, Mrs. Owens. Where do I sleep?
Oh, there's an extra bunk in Wesley's room.
Hey, look what I traded my accordion for.
Hi, Ange.
You ready for school?
Almost. I'm reading up on current events.
Oh, I knew a current event once. But that was years ago.
This is for speech club.
You're joining the speech club?
Yeah, to learn how to express myself better and become more articulate.
Okay. Who's the guy?
There is no guy.
You know, maybe I'll join the speech club, too. You? Well, don't act so shocked, Heather. I'm really good at expressing myself.
Oh, hi, Angela.
Oh, Mrs. Owens. My parents... well... they're going on a vacation. It's okay, honey. Your mother already called. You can stay here. Just think, I'll be living here all week. Isn't that great, Mr. Blowhole?
Wonderful. With your moving in and my bunking with Wesley, it'll be a dream come true.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
And sometimes people leave their sprinklers running even when it's raining, or they hose off their driveways in the middle of a drought.
Angela, the topic is illegal immigration.
I thought you said illegal irrigation.
An easy mistake.
Should I start over?
No. I tell you what, why don't we hear from one of our more experienced speakers, Marvin. Marvin, your topic will be health care in the United States. Go.
Health care. Many Americans cannot get or afford the medical care they need. Conservatives propose slashing public health care programs. Liberals want to pour billions of dollars into national health insurance. In my opinion, we should encourage insurance companies to pay for preventive medicine and establish a decentralized delivery system of public health care. Thank you.
really good. Yeah, he's cute, too, in a geeky sort of way.
Excellent, Marvin. Thank you. See you all next time.
Watch this. I'm gonna go introduce myself. I'm Heather. You know, that was a really good speech.
Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, you know what they say. All brain and no bladder.
Night, Mom. Night, Dad. Mr. Belvedere?
Yes?
What was that for?
I wanted to strike first, before you unleashed whatever fiendish prank you were planning.
Well, I guess you got me. I'm going to bed.
Well, Wesley, if we're going to be bunkmates, I mean, we might as well make the best of it.
I guess so.
I'll get the lights. Are you asleep, Wesley?
No.
Would you like a little entertainment?
Huh?
Back by popular demand, Sir Rodney Rabbit.
Hello, Sir Rodney.
Good afternoon, speakers. Why don't we begin today with a practice debate on the subject of nuclear disarmament? Who would like to take the pro position? Heather. And opposing? Marvin. Heather, your opening statement?
Well, I think we have enough nuclear weapons in this world. I mean, how many times can we blow ourselves up? All it is a big waste of money, which we could put into social programs to help humanity. Thank you.
Peace. Who among us doesn't want peace? The question, of course, even to the most naive, is how to achieve peace. And in conclusion, I say, strength, power. These are the guardians of liberty, the protectors of this grand experiment we call democracy. Thank you.
Anything to add, Heather?
I give.
See you all next time.
So, congratulations.
Thanks.
You know, you sure mopped up the floor with me.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Well, you know what? You're so good. I could sure use a few pointers from you. How about tomorrow after school, my house?
You mean your house? Where you live?
Yeah.
Well, sure. Why not? Oh.
Gosh, he's so shy, except when he's debating. It's like he's two different people. Yeah, like Clark Kent and Batman. So, you want a soda?
I never drink carbonated beverages before a debate.
Me neither. So, do you have a girlfriend?
No. I mean, I'm on the debate team, varsity towel boy, and president of the chess club. I don't have much time for girls.
Well, we're not all that time-consuming.
Frankly, I think it's me. In case you didn't notice, I'm kind of awkward.
Well, maybe you just haven't met anyone you feel comfortable with.
I like girls. I'm just never sure how to ask them out.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, let's take a hypothetical situation. Say you were asking me out.
You?
Uh-huh. Well, what would you say?
I don't know.
Well, just say, would you like to go out for a pizza?
and maybe see a movie tonight.
Whew, slow down. This is good stuff.
Anyway, chances are the hypothetical person would say, I'd love to. Hi, Marvin.
Hi.
Angela, we were kind of in the middle of something. Oh, okay.
Say, Angela, before you go. Would you like to get a movie and maybe see a pizza tonight?
I'd love to.
You're a genius.
So, how was the movie?
Oh, we couldn't find anything with a G rating, so we went bowling instead. You know, once you get to know Marvin, he's pretty neat. Even sexy. There was a moment when he got his thumb stuck in the ball and I was trying to help him get it out. And our bodies became completely intertwined.
Well, then what happened?
He had an asthma attack.
Gee, too bad.
You know, I never would have met Marvin if I hadn't joined the speech club. And I never would have joined if you hadn't joined. Boy, talk about destiny, huh?
Talk about density. In conclusion, freedom of speech is one of our most cherished rights and must never be taken for granted. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. You just earned a spot on the debate team for this Saturday's speech meet against Fielding High. That's all for today. Angela, could I see you for a second?
Hey, that's great about you making the team.
Oh, thanks, Marvin.
And thank you. Angela has changed my life.
Marvin, you went bowling together once.
The thing is, Angela has brought me out of my shell. I can talk to her just like I'm talking to you.
Well, now that you can talk to me, why don't you ask me out?
Huh?
Well, it just so happens I have 2 tickets to a special taping of Firing Line from Pittsburgh.
Gee, that sounds tempting, but I kind of had plans on going to the library with Angela.
William F. Buckley's debating Mr. Rogers.
Well, the library will always be there tomorrow.
Mr. Wiggins took me out of impromptu speaking and made me a scorekeeper. Says I'm a natural.
Well, now that you're keeping score, it's 1-1. See you later, Marvin.
Stay tuned for Shock Fear Theater. Tonight's feature, Rug Varmints from Hell.
What happened to you?
I got Mr. Belvedere as a roommate.
No reason to foam at the mouth.
He's doing all these dumb gags like I'm still 8 years old or something.
So what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Well, Mom's finishing his stupid room tomorrow. The nightmare is over.
Hi, guys. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, about your room. That Laura Ashley motif just didn't work out, so I'll need a few more days.
Huh?
Oh, take as long as you need, right, roomie? Come on, I'll help you get that shaving cream off.
Morning.
Oh, you got in kind of late last night.
Have a nice time.
Great.
Can I interest you ladies in some scrambled eggs?
No thanks.
Juice? Hand grenades?
Look, Angela, I can't help it if Marvin wanted to go out with me.
He had a date with me and you made him break it.
Angela, don't be such a sore loser.
This isn't over yet, sister.
This Marvin must be some guy.
can leave, Angela. I invited Marvin over to review for the debate. So did I. Well, you don't have to review. You're scorekeeper.
We can work together. I'll review with Heather.
Then you can score with me. I mean, the debate.
Right. Oh, gosh, where's my head? I left my topic file out in the car. Be right back.
I'm gonna go get some root beer. He loves soda. I want to get it. Angela, wait! There's none here. I think there's some in the refrigerator downstairs.
Got it. Where's Angela?
She went out for some air. Why don't we start without her?
What's that?
My dad has a workshop downstairs. Just ignore it. He could be pounding all night. So, what do you think of my new card file?
Hey, there's a card in here on me.
I know that one best. Hold that thought.
Good, you're back. Where's Heather?
She's tied up for a while.
But I thought we were going to review.
Well, I guess for now it's just me and you.
Yeah.
How in the hell did this happen to you?
Someone threw it on me.
Hey, this looks like that old fish netting from the basement. Wes!
Well, what do you say we start?
Okay. No, we're starting. Angela, Heather, you like me first. Well, who cares? Ask him when we like smell. Well?
I gotta go to the bathroom. At home.
Hi, how are you doing? Hold on a minute, Cindy. I've got to call Mr. Belvedere.
Don't mind me. I'll see what the three little piggies are up to.
You know, I'm working on getting my locker moved next to yours.
Cindy and Wesley sitting up a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Just ignore that. Yeah, I did my math homework. Problem 7. Hold on a sec. Here it is. Yeah, I know it's gross, Cindy, but I didn't do it. Cindy? Hello? Now look what you did.
What?
I've had it up to here with your stupid games and practical jokes.
But I thought you were enjoying yourself. I know I am.
Well, I'm not, you oversized candy cane.
Yes, you've made that quite clear.
Can't you just leave me alone?
By all means. I'll not be patronized by you any longer. You humorless little snot.
Hi, Marvin. All ready for the debate?
Oh, God, it's you.
Hi.
Oh, God, it's her.
What are you doing here? Beverly Clark has mono, and everyone else has entered another event, so Mr. Wiggins put me in. And that's the last thing I'm going to say to you for the rest of my life. And by the way, you're ugly.
Good afternoon, and welcome to today's debate between Fielding High and our own Van Buren Speechmasters. The topic for today's debate is, in an era of serious national debt, can we preserve the Social Security system? Van Buren, having won the toss, will go first and defend the pro position.
Social Security. Yes, it is expensive, and it will get more expensive. But whatever the cost, we must preserve it.
He's right. It's like working really hard for something or someone, and your best friend waltzes in and takes away what's rightfully yours. Or you have it, and the next thing you know, your so-called best friend tries to steal it.
I object. This isn't supposed to be tag team debating.
Please, Heather, Angela.
Oh, shut up!
Speechmasters, you're supposed to be debating them.
Well, maybe we would be if he'd make up his mind. Yeah, this is all his fault.
Look, you're driving me crazy. I can't take it anymore. I appreciate everything you two have done for me, but you're just too intense. I'm going to go find a nice, quiet girl without a best friend. Thank you.
Mr. Wiggins, I guess we kind of made fools of ourselves, and I'm really sorry we embarrassed the school. Yeah, what can we do to make it up to you?
Join the skydiving club.
This was the most humiliating experience of my life. Worse than the time you were talking to Chad Smith and I made a face behind his back and you laughed and chocolate milk came out of your nose? Angela, we made fools of ourselves over a guy. What did you see in him anyway? I don't know. What did you see in him? I guess we wanted to want him so bad that we wanted to want him just to want him. I mean, we got caught up in the competition for him. Yeah, that too. Well, let's promise never to do that again. Promise.
Excuse me. Would you like to go out for a pizza and maybe see a movie tonight?
We have to go to the bathroom.
Room's still not ready yet, huh?
Your mother promised it for tomorrow.
I guess we could have avoided all this if I'd been honest with you from the beginning.
Yes? Well, it would have been reassuring from the start to know how much you despise me.
I don't despise you. It's just, when you came here, I was only 8. Now I'm 12.
That's odd. I've aged 30 or 40 years.
You know what I mean. I'm not that little kid anymore. The one that plays dumb practical jokes.
I know. It's just that sometimes I miss the old days.
Me too. Life was simpler then.
Mm-hmm.
So, no hard feelings?
None at all. You know, it's nice that you're maturing a little. Being temporarily displaced, I'm forced to record my journal entry where I can find a moment's peace. Wesley and I have reached an understanding about his emerging maturity, although I dare not let my guard down since he seems prone to relapse. And as for Heather and Angela, their friendship seems to have endured love and war. And as for my room, well, that's anyone's guess.
Ready to sneak a peek?
Actually, I am a bit curious.
Well, I'm all done. Go ahead, take a look.
I'm not sure about the wallpaper.
Later tonight on Nightline, the tragedy that struck United Flight 811. It's hardly an isolated event. Ted Koppel looks at the crisis of confidence surrounding the airline industry.
We're coming! I can't believe Dad's dragging us to this thing.
Your father and I feel we should be spending more quality time as family.
Where are you going? Roller derby. Oh, midget wrestling all sold out?
Now, I want to see that attic spick and span when we get back, mister. Come over be grounded some other time. I want to see the roller derby, too. Well, you should have thought of that before you dressed the Huffnagel's Chihuahua in Heather's underwear. Hey, it was Spot's idea. Let's go.
Yeah, Dad doesn't want to miss the first body pileup.
Hello, Wesley.
I'm not hungry.
All the better.
Don't leave Mr. Belvedere. It's spooky up here in the attic.
Then stay away from the mirror. Oh, don't worry, your parents will be home soon.
Couldn't you help me out with some of this stuff?
Not the chance. I'm off to see the barber of Seville. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hi. Figaro here. Figaro. I thought your father was supposed to fix this doorknob. Now what are we going to do?
Want another cookie? And I ran out of grenades, so we can't blow our way out.
Tragedy.
Boy, you must really like that opera.
I meant being stuck here with you.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look. The suitcase you were carrying the day you first came here.
Is this the Owens residence?
Uh-huh.
And I take it you're one of them?
Uh-huh.
Is there someone here who speaks English?
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Belvedere. Are you Mrs. Owens?
Uh-huh. Pardon me, Mr.
That's Belvedere. Lynn Belvedere.
Lynn? That's a girl's name.
Wesley. A difficult birth, I take it.
What do you mean? I'm just like any other normal kid.
Oh, really? Wesley?
Hallelujah, Mr. Belvedere. I've seen the light. Yes, sir. No more TV for me. I'm going right upstairs and get myself ready for school. I just hope the voices don't start. In the tub, I was watching the big game when the TV set fell in, and it shorted out my brain to change.
What exactly is it, Wes? It looks a little grisly.
It's my history of punishment in colonial America.
I kind of wondered why that lady was on fire. Hey, what's going on with you two?
Nothing. I just picked up a pile of leaves and asked if Heather wanted to jump in them. He raked it over a mud hole on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just a happy coincidence. Hiding. Oh, you little monster. There wasn't any challenge, I think that went rather well.
Frankly, I hope you have a way of putting this chicken back together.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Wesley, there's a bird bath in my crumb case.
I didn't do it.
It seems that I've heard that before.
Why do you always pick on me?
Well, in your defense, I must say that dementia seems to run in the family.
Guess what? I got the job.
Morning, Kevin. Thanks, I'm getting late for school. Oh, listen, what do you think of the hearing? Too much?
I'm coming. It happens every time.
out for 1 second and they disappear. Does this bag go with this dress?
Swing your lady just like Cupid. Swing her again. Don't you stupid.
You shouldn't have me to come and tell you this, but I found out today that I'm pregnant.
What?
And I decided to become a rabbi.
Chocolate chip cookies. Would you like one?
Okay. I already got something.
That was pretty great, huh, kid? Don't see many cartoons from Albania. What did you think, Dumpster Dog? That was real good, Hobo Joe. I'm going back down now and eat some more garbage. See you, Dumpster Dog. Remember, kids, you shouldn't eat garbage. But if you do, don't forget to brush.
I think you left someone out.
I beg your pardon?
You can be as weird as the rest of us.
Not likely.
Oh, no? You said so yourself.
From time to time, we buckle under the pressure of our ingrained formality and go a little bonkers. Down came the rain and washed the cider up. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. The itsy bitsy cider and up the spout again.
Problem, officer? I found him over on Maple piling up a bunch of garbage cans.
I was recreating Stonehenge.
Yes, well, I suppose after 5 years, the Owens madness is bound to rub off.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh, look, a vintage Silco.
Dad calls it the Belvedere radio.
Why?
Because it's big and old and gives off a lot of static.
Well, that means better than listening to Tom Gilbert.
The drama continues at the downtown sports center, where a deranged roller derby fan is holding the entire arena hostage.
Hey, that's where everyone lives.
The police report that negotiations are currently at a stalemate and may be for some time.
This is awful.
Yeah. Why do I miss out on all the fun?
At Goodness Me Natural Food Market,
Just in the roller derby crisis, the crowd is still being held hostage.
I know how they feel.
I bet Dad's been waiting for his chance to jump the guy and set everyone free.
Either that or he's in line for a chili dog.
How come you and Dad are always getting on each other's case?
Well, perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. I'm home. Hey, where's my high big boy, Kip?
I even been hired yet. But eventually he welcomed me with open arms.
So you want to stay or what?
However, he still had a little trouble getting used to me.
I hate you.
But I must admit, your father and I have had our moments.
Just don't try to borrow my lipstick. Don't you ever clean down here?
I tried to run into something bit me. Hello, Daddy.
This is Mr. Belvedere, an authentic English butler. Do a little spin for the folks, Steve. He's got manners, he's got style, he's got a snotty attitude. He'll make you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, clean your house, and solve all your personal problems. Can I have a bid?
You should mention I worked for the royal family.
Did you hear that, folks? He worked for the royal family. $3.
Mr. Belvedere,
Morning, Mrs. Owen.
what's going on?
We spent the night together.
A sort of experiment in terror. I'm thinking outside to stop some more firewood.
Oh, that's a great idea. Big guy. Maybe I can give you a hand, so to speak.
Well, after you.
Oh, after you.
Why did you say we grew rather fond of each other?
You know. Hey, Belvedere. Mind if I ask you something sort of personal?
Yes? But go ahead anyway.
You think I'm a jerk?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
I don't think you're a jerk. In fact, I almost sort of like you a lot.
Thank you, Georgia.
And listen, just because I say I like you, doesn't mean you have to say you like me.
All right.
Hey, come on.
All right, George. I like you, too.
How much?
A bushel and a peck. Luckily, your mother arrived in time to save your father any further embarrassment. Wednesday, have I been talking to myself all this time?
Uh-huh. Hey, Mr. Belvedere, you want to play gin?
Certainly not. You know I swore off that game after I taught you how to play. Now, Mr. Belvedere wants that card, so he can take it and put this one down. Now, can you use that card in your hand?
I think so. Gin. Gin. Gin.
I don't know where the little prince got his ungodly facility for card playing, but it's driving me crazy.
Look, don't feel bad. He used to cream me every time at Crazy 8. The only way I'd ever win was to cheat.
Well, that just shows the difference between you and me. Gin.
Really? Boy, that's 6 hands in a row.
Yeah, but who's counting? I cheated.
Oh, I knew that.
What?
The only way anyone ever beats me at cards is by cheating. I knew you were cheating the first time you won.
And you let me do it anyway? And let me agonize over it?
Sure, I knew you'd admit it eventually. I even knew you'd probably do something nice to make up for it. I usually know everything people are going to do.
Did you know I was going to do this? Obviously, I was far too good a teacher.
Oh, yeah? What about the time you tried to teach me semaphore when you didn't know enough to flag down an ice cream truck?
W-R-I.
Oh, come on, Mr. Belvedere, quit goofing off. It might be boring for you, but that's just because you know it already.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forget sometimes.
Nah, Miles, that's not how you do permission to come aboard. It's not? No, Mr. Belvedere showed me. It's like this. You mean Wesley's out there learning a bunch of junk and it doesn't even mean anything?
Yes.
goes for his badge, he's probably going to be humiliated in front of all of his friends?
I'm afraid so.
I love it. The teacher said it wasn't semaphore we were doing, it was more like the hula.
I apologize for that. I even went out and bought you an ice cream cone.
Which you ate right in front of me.
It was good.
Who was torturing me? What's the wrong for?
In case you give me any trouble.
What's in it?
A few herbs, some wild roots, and some earthworms for protein. But don't let it get cold, they get rubbery. Come on, I'll help you get that shaving cream off. It only seems fair, after the insults you've heaped from me.
Maybe I'd like one.
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, good, then I can leave.
Hey, please!
By Wesley, what a surprise.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, 'cause I stepped on it.
Not to mention the time you had me deported. Mrs. Owens, Wesley cheated on his history test.
Hey, I thought we had an understanding. I tell you about the bad stuff I do and you keep it to yourself.
Wesley, I am your housekeeper, not your priest.
With the cranky old geezer will do anything to stop a kid from getting a dog.
Wesley? Don't you catch me, you mangy little mongrel.
Department of Immigration? I got a big one for you. I'm such a pain in the butt. Why do you put up with me at all?
It's obvious. Because... Let me think about that.
I'd rather have you than any smelly old dog.
Wesley, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Now get back to bed, you snuffy little twerp. If you prefer, I'll refrain from calling you any more names.
No, it's okay. It's kind of fun when two people really like each other.
Right. Well, let's get back to sleep.
Okay. Good night, you big blimp.
Sleep well, you sneaky little reptile.
I told you this some other time. Probably laugh and make fun of me. But you're my best friend. I know you don't believe it because I act like such a creep. But I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm scared, Mr. Belvedere. I'm so sorry. Please come back. I love you.
I love you too, you little viper. Ready to siesta? Promised a place on the team. The Owens family returned home safely around 3 a.m. and finally released us. They would have arrived earlier, but George wanted to stop at the IHOP for blueberry pancakes. As for my ordeal in the attic with Wesley, it amazes me that I've been here long enough to have so many memories. Some of them even pleasant. Let the good times roll.
Tomorrow at 6 on...
There he goes again.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Heather, how was school?
Okay, I guess. My sex education teacher's pregnant.
And who says teachers aren't qualified anymore?
Anyway, I need some help.
You're not the only one.
Hey, everybody. Breaking in my new ski boots. You're supposed to walk around in them. Boy, oh boy, I can't wait to hit that powder.
Anyway, you remember that community service club I joined?
Ah, yes, the Iron Maidens.
Well, we're going to this retirement home to read to the old people.
Oh, that's very nice.
I went to the library, checked out a bunch of books, but I'm not sure what old people like to read.
Well, let's take a look. A Tale of Two Cities, Treasure Island, The Carpetbaggers.
Yeah, they're classics.
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Will by G. Gordon Liddy, practically the same thing. And, of course, Born to Run, the Bruce Springsteen story.
Ronald Reagan likes him.
I'm sure any of these were perfectly fine.
Where's my cocoa?
Bad day at the office?
What's all this junk? Leave those alone. I'm supposed to read them to the old people. You better read fast.
What's the problem, Wesley?
Nothing. Just you think you know somebody, right? You sit in the same class, you play on the same team, you throw gum at the same girls, and what do you get? Suspended. Well, I'll tell you what you don't get. You don't get invited to their birthday party.
I must cut down on his sugar. Wesley, I made a nice big cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows.
I don't want any.
I made it for me.
George, you're wrong.
No. You said 4:30. Pick you up in front of the science building.
I said the political science building.
Well, if you're going to split hairs.
Hi, kids. Hey, Mr. Belvedere. So how was everybody's day?
Fine. And Wesley says he's quitting school. Yeah, and I'm not kidding.
What's the matter, pal?
I don't want to talk about it. You tell him.
Well, Apparently, one of Wesley's classmates is having a birthday next Saturday. And he handed out invitations to the entire class, with the exception of Wesley and 4 others.
That stinks.
Beautifully put.
The thing is, it's Howie. You know, lives right down the street. I thought we were almost best friends.
Wait a minute. You talking about those highfalutin Huffnagels with that cabin cruiser in the driveway? They had that party last month, remember? All the fancy cars, the valet parking. We didn't get invited to that, did we? Hey, it's no big deal.
Yeah, honey, we'll do something ourselves on Saturday. Something real special.
Like what?
How about the Rod and Reel show? I got a couple of freebies.
Great.
You can come with me to the retirement home. I don't like old people. All they want to do is hug and kiss and pinch and yuck.
Wesley.
Would you mind if I made a suggestion?
Would it matter?
What is it, Mr. Belvedere?
Well, it simply occurred to me that Wesley might have a little party on his own.
But who's going to come?
Yeah, who's going to come?
Everybody's already going to Howie's.
Not everybody. You said yourself there were others.
Oh, them.
Yeah, well, I think it's a wonderful idea, Mr. Belvedere. Those other children have feelings too, honey.
Yeah, I suppose.
Listen, it'll be great. We'll play some games, have some cake. I can just picture it.
So, you guys found the house, huh? refreshments were very good, I must say. Great. The invitation mentioned refreshments. Yeah, so? So it's a little vague. I'm allergic to 6 of the 7 basic food groups. So, does everyone like my new party dress? Yes, it's very nice. At first, Mother said no. She said it was too extravagant. But then her accident happened, and she changed her mind.
My kid was popular till you got here.
Pardon me.
You looked out there? I ain't never seen such a bunch of losers.
I'm sure they're perfectly lovely children.
Got one out there, looks like an erector set.
I'm reminded of Prince Eugenie of Savoy. Stunted and sickly, pallid and hunchbacked, he rose above those who ridiculed his appearance by driving the invading Turks back into the Straits of Bosphorus.
So when's he coming?
Oh, good. Things are a little quiet out there.
Help is on the way. Everybody ready for punch and cookies?
No, thanks. I ate before I came.
Miss?
Yes, please. Everything looks so delicious. Don't spill.
Young lady, I wouldn't think of spoiling such a lovely party dress.
Don't patronize me, Hazel.
Is this flammable? Sir?
Thank you.
Hey, kids! It's party hardy time! Here we go.
I can't blow this thing out my mouth. I know what you're thinking.
Hey, I've got name tags for everyone. I have one for Wayne, and I have one for Miles. Yeah, and let's see, you must be Rhoda.
Hey, lighten up, kids! I haven't seen this many droopy faces since the Cubs lost to the Braves 21-20. Hey, what a crazy game. I mean, unbelievable. Wrigley Field, the wind's blowing out like 100 miles an hour. All you gotta do is sneeze on the ball and it's gonna go out of there.
Okay, sports fans, I'll get it. Yes?
Wesley? Party? Hi, guys.
Hi, Mr. Archie.
Hello. Hey, let's get down and get funky.
Hey, Wes, who's your friend?
This is Mr. Rajneesh. He's in our reading class.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, I'm just a school janitor, but they let me sit in. Non-violently, of course.
Well, we're very happy you could come, Mr. Rajneesh.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice to have you.
Thank you. Knock, knock.
Huh?
Knock, knock.
Oh, who's there?
Gangadin?
Gangadin who?
Open the door, I Gangadin.
Mr. Belvedere said to invite everybody.
Okay, left foot. Ready? Here we go. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your left foot in, then you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, kids, around. Turn yourself around, Haji, baby, around.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hi, Heather. How'd it go with the old folks at home?
Great.
Hey, kitten, Why don't you go help your brother pin some tail?
Dad, get real.
Kids are having a good time.
Yes, I see that.
Actually, they're not a bad bunch. Even old Taj Mahal over there is kind of a cute little guy.
They're certainly fond of you.
Yeah, they are. Look, I know sometimes we don't exactly see eye to eye, and every now and then I tend to jump the gun a little, but you've had stupider ideas.
Ah, shucks.
Hello. One sec. Wesley, it's for you.
Me?
Mm-hmm. So, is everyone having a nice time?
It's the greatest party ever. Must say.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Who was that on the phone, son?
It was Howie.
Oh, yeah? Bet he's eating his heart out, right?
Nope. He just wanted to know where I was. Said he wants me to come over right now. Said I didn't need an invitation. Oh. So what do I do?
What do you think, pal?
I don't know.
Well, you have a choice. You can either stay here with us and your invited guests and enjoy the nice party everyone made for you, or you can leave.
Don't look at me.
Well, see you around.
I'm telling you for real, George. Coming here from India was not an easy thing for me. But finally, I decided to leave my country after my last bus plunge.
Last what?
Bus plunge. Bus plunge, you know? Brakes fail, tires blow, bus plunge off cliff.
Oh, bus plunge.
Right.
I got you. Can I call you a cab?
That's a good one, Georgie. I can take a hint. I don't need a building to fall on me.
Not a bad idea, though. Well, so long.
Goodbye.
Watch the curb.
Was that Wesley?
No, it's Saj. You had to go. I don't know how we're going to straighten out this mess.
Actually, it's just a few paper cups.
I'm not talking about that, you dink. I'm talking about my kid.
I was merely making a joke, porridge spurtle.
Hey!
Guys!
All I know is if it wasn't for him and all his big ideas, we wouldn't be going through this.
No. We'd be at the Rod and Reel show, floundering.
Now, just wait a minute. Wesley is the problem here. He's disappointed all of us, but it doesn't help matters for you two to be going at it like children.
He started it.
I did not.
Just put a lid on it.
Sorry.
It makes me nuts, you know? You try to raise a kid, give him a sense of whatever, and the first real something comes along. You know what I mean?
Strangely enough, yes.
Point is, what are we gonna do?
There's really nothing you can do.
Hey, don't start on me.
George, I think he's right. I mean, we told Wesley it was his decision. He made it. That's that.
Hello, Wesley.
Hey, Miss Belvedere, where are you going?
Away.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, son.
Wes? So how was Howie's party?
It was okay. So how's my party?
Everyone said to say thank you for a very nice time.
So am I gonna get a spanking? Or no TV? Or both?
No?
There's something new?
No? Nothing.
I don't get it.
Look, we told you it was your decision, and you made it.
Really? Is there any cake left?
In the kitchen.
Great! I'm gonna have some cake.
Yes. It's nice when you can eat it, too.
on, back.
How was school?
Lousy. We got back our spelling tests.
Let me see it. You got 100%.
Yeah, Mrs. O'Connor held it up in front of everybody. She said I was a wonderful example. You know how that makes me look?
Wesley, honey, do you think that maybe you're a little upset because of what happened last week? You know, with your parties?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm very pleased with this.
Yeah, then you're probably gonna want to frame this one.
A plus.
I know.
Good, Kevin. Much better.
Yeah, well, I had a week to practice.
Dinner will be ready in a few minutes. Would you please tell everybody?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Ah, now look, Kevin. Even the most experienced skier could have a mishap like that.
I doubt it.
It happens all the time.
I wasn't skiing.
What?
I wasn't skiing.
You told me you ran into a tree.
Well, I did. Sorta. I mean, it certainly was a tree at one time, but when I smacked into it, it was sort of this pillar in the lobby of the lodge.
I see.
Oh, but I almost hit a real tree.
Skiing?
Parking.
Uh-huh.
T-minus 60 seconds and counting. Range safety test like the twist to arm. Status check. Range safety arm light on. Affirmative.
What are you watching, Wes?
Some show. I think it's the McNeil Lee report.
What happened to Yogi Bear?
I don't know. Oh, isn't dinner ready yet?
Oh. Dinner.
Thank you.
Come on, Mom.
Yeah, just a second. I'm almost finished with this chapter.
I said now, young lady.
So, how was work, Dad?
Pretty good, buddy. Did a story on Franco Harris today. Looks like Franco-American tonight.
Now, don't let him fool you. Macaroni and cheese is one of his favorites.
I know. I wiped it off his ties. Wesley?
I don't want any.
What's the matter, pal?
Nothing.
But you love macaroni.
I know, I just don't want any.
Oh. Well, you've got to eat something.
Okay. Then I'll have some Brussels sprouts.
May I come in?
Yeah, I guess so.
I bought you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You didn't have much dinner.
I'm not hungry.
What are you doing?
Cleaning my room.
Let me feel your forehead.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do some long division.
Wesley, have you ever heard of a chap named Raskolnikov?
Oh, yeah. He's the midget, right? People couldn't guess his name.
No, I think that was Rumpelstiltskin. Raskolnikov was a character in Dostoevsky's novel Crime and Punishment.
Oh, yeah. I got him mixed up. So, what about him?
Well, in the story, he did a very bad thing, but he got away with it.
Well, so?
So, although nothing happened to him, his conscience wouldn't let him rest. Because he really wanted punishment. Do you understand?
You mean like eating Brussels sprouts?
Yes. Except in his case, it was Siberia. Frozen sprouts.
I should have stayed at my party.
There's nothing you can do about that now.
I mean, the other guys, Mr. Reishnish, they all said that it was okay, that it was no big deal. Rhoda's treating me nicer than ever.
Oh, dear.
I just wish someone would get mad at me. Tell me I'm a creep or something.
Okay. Wesley, You're a creep.
Well, you're just saying that. Anyway, I figured if I did a lot of crummy stuff to myself, I'd feel better. But I don't.
Well, I think perhaps you're going about it the wrong way.
I don't know. I don't think anything's ever going to make me feel good again.
I'm certain we can think of something.
It will be long before I get rid of them, he thought. What money was all that bought with, he asked at last, gazing at the wall. Money? Why, your own. What the messenger brought from
Varushin.
Varushin. Your mother sent him. Have you forgotten that, too? I remember now, said
Raskolnikov.
Raskolnikov, right. After a long, sullen silence, he looked at him, frowning and uneasy. The door opened, and a tall, stout man, whose appearance seemed familiar to Raskolnikov, came in.
Zosimov!
Zosimov! At last, cried
Razumihin!
Zosimov! At last, cried Razumihin, delighted. That's the end of the chapter.
Oh, that was lovely, darling. Oh, such a beautiful boy.
You want me to read some more?
Oh, no, that's great.
I don't mind. Chapter 4.
Oh.
Zosimov was a tall, fat man with a puffy, colorless, clean-shaven face and straight flaxen hair. He wore spectacles and a big gold ring on his back.
This ends my first month with the Owens brood, which finds Kevin on the mend physically, Wesley emotionally, and George, well, either he's getting better or I'm building up a resistance. It's obviously been a rather arduous winter for the entire family, and I can only look forward with apprehension to the coming of spring, when the group will be free to roam about at will. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Heather, the case is closed.
I can't believe this is happening.
George, hurry up or we're going to miss the plane.
Mother, you're not even listening to me.
Yes, I am. And you're still grounded.
And you get to go to Florida?
Yeah, because I get good grades. I didn't get a D in home ec.
I don't need that stuff. I'm going to be a career woman.
You also got a D in English.
Okay, so I'll be a model. In Europe.
Heather, until you bring me some decent grades, you're grounded, and that's that.
Mom? Here, you can take this on the plane with you.
Oh, what is it?
It's a swamp for my alligator. I figured since you're going to Florida, you can buy me one.
Wesley,
just a baby one. They don't eat much.
What's the matter? You air sick already?
It's a suitcase for Wesley's alligator. Yeah, Dad, get me one, please. I mean, all you gotta do is drive to one of those alligator farms.
Wesley, honey, I don't think Daddy has time for that. He's going so he can do a story on the pirates.
That's right, pal.
I mean, it's not like a real vacation.
Well, everything's packed.
Yes, as requested. We have swimsuits and tennis togs in one case, casual and formal attire in the other. We also have a generous supply of suntan lotion, moisturizing gel, cheap novels, and oversized beach towels. Your boogie board is in the car.
Hey, wait a minute. We have to discuss the rules first.
Aw, Dan.
Don't we have them written down someplace?
Yeah, in blood.
Wesley, in bed by 9. Kevin, home by 12. You can use the car, but not in the city and not on the expressway.
And Heather, you are grounded.
Understood, Mrs. Owens.
Good. Well, okay, gang. Let's get this stuff in the car. Honey.
You, go ahead. I want to talk to Belvedere for a second.
Okay, but hurry up.
Look, Belvedere, just promise me one thing.
Sir, there's no need to worry. The children will be fine.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about you. I mean, no offense. But every time I turn my back for a minute around here, you got my kids involved in something. Some crazy cause, or ballet, or something.
Very well. For the next 72 hours, I shall refrain from any activity that might possibly be misconstrued as cultural, educational, or, God forbid, morally uplifting.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, it was nothing.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. My driving isn't that bad. Is it?
Kevin, don't flashing red lights, railroad tracks, and the whistle of an oncoming train mean anything to you?
Go for it.
So, sounds like you guys worked up a pretty healthy appetite.
What are you doing, Heather?
I'm improvising, like how they teach us in home ec. Teach us to make do.
Smells like you made do in that pan.
Well, I think that shows wonderful initiative. Now, what are we having?
Let's see, we have French toast, some bologna croquettes brought of ham, some stewed tomatoes, and a tossed salad, no lettuce.
Well, I certainly give you an E for effort.
Oh, yeah? Does that mean I can see Prince tomorrow?
Prince who?
Prince, Purple Rain. Angela and Nikki have an extra ticket for his concert.
How about N for no?
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, guess what?
You broke something.
No, besides that. Look what's playing at the drive-in. Snow White and the Terminator.
No? Is she bored with the dwarfs?
No, it's two different movies. Can we go? There's nothing on TV.
Wesley.
I can wear my pajamas. I always fall asleep in the car.
Ah, yes, the car. Someone will have to drive us.
Hey.
Oh, no. Besides, it wouldn't be fair to your sister. She's grounded.
Being grounded doesn't include going to the drive-in. Yeah, because Dad calls that a family function.
You mean like a funeral?
So can we, Mr. Belvedere? Yeah, Mr. Belvedere, can we?
Please, please.
Why is it I feel like I'm being nibbled to death by ducks?
Yay, I'm gonna go get my PJs. I'm gonna put on some makeup.
I'll warm up the car.
Well, at least George and Marcia are having fun.
Looks like it's clearing up out there.
George, did we pack any hangers?
Why?
Because there's only 3 of them here, and they're all glued to the pole.
I can't believe they canceled this game.
George, it's a hurricane out there.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid in Johnstown, we played no matter what. We'd swim to first base, take a rowboat.
Now, George.
Yeah. Feel like a pig in a blanket here.
No, honey. Come on. It's gonna be all right.
Well, surf's up.
Hey there.
Hi there. Oh, there. You're as welcome as can be.
Dinner will be ready in 1 hour exactly. It will consist of liver, boiled potatoes, and a chopped vegetable salad with goat cheese dressing. Any questions?
You still mad about last night at the drive-in?
Oh, great, he's still in a bad mood. Now he'll never let me go to the concert.
You should have thought about that last night.
Why? I didn't do anything.
Oh, sure, we're trying to listen to the movie. You keep blasting those stupid Prince tapes.
I just wanted Mr. Belvedere to appreciate his music.
He ran from the car screaming.
Well, maybe that's because someone spilled a jumbo root beer in his lap. Well, I think you should both be ashamed of yourselves. All right. I'll talk.
Keep your head in the car, Wesley. Stop honking the horn, Wesley. Quit kicking my seat, Wesley.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Ah, Wesley.
Still got a headache?
It'll stop eventually. Perhaps when you leave for college.
We're all sorry about the way we behaved last night.
Oh?
Especially me. I mean, I guess I just took advantage. But you were a substitute teacher, so I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
So we're friends now?
No. At least not until my headache goes away.
Okay, I'll get you an aspirin. You want orange or cherry?
No, Wesley. Thank you. What I really need is a good shiatsu.
You mean a dog?
No, Wesley, that's Shih Tzu. Shiatsu is a type of oriental massage.
Hmm?
Now run along.
Okay, see ya.
No, Mr. Ashcroft, that's okay. Just tell Linda I called. Thank you.
Oh, boy, I'll get it. Oh, it's you guys. Hi, Heather.
Hi, how's it going?
What are you guys doing here? You come to gloat? No, we came to get you for the concert.
Come on, let's go.
I can't.
You, sure about that?
Mr. Belvedere, please.
No.
Well, have a nice time.
Look, Heather, Prince may never come to Pittsburgh again.
Yeah, he's real moody.
I understand. Yeah, bye.
Still can't get a date, huh?
Hey, I still got options. Hello, is this the Zizix residence? Zola, it's Kevin. From zoology.
I'll get it.
Hiya.
Hi, are you the massage lady?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy, I'll be right back.
Come on, let's go.
I can't.
Are you Lynn Belvedere?
Maybe.
Okay, let's go.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm Candy.
Magic fingers out call. Expert massage, etc.
Yeah, I got her for you.
What?
She's here to make you feel better.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. A miss.
Candy.
Where's Heather?
I don't know.
Did I come at a bad time?
Honey? Honey?
Oh, hi. I must have dozed off.
I hate to wake you, but I think you're peeling.
I think you're appealing too. So what's the weather out there?
Oh, it's worse.
Great. Well, at least we still got the team banquet.
They called a few minutes ago. Apparently there was a small problem with the banquet hall. It's gone.
Okay. No big deal, right?
Right.
I mean, remember that dumpy little motel we checked into outside of Harrisburg? After the homecoming game. During the blizzard?
We had a ball. So, what do you say we order up a couple of burgers, a couple of shakes, turn on the old tube here, and maybe each other? What do you say to that?
I've never been to Harrisburg.
Sure you have.
She's gone.
Imagine that.
So I guess this means she's grounded, huh?
Ben, can we get on with this? My hot oil's getting tepid.
Look, Candy, I'm afraid there's been something of a mistake.
What do you mean? I found her in the yellow pages. She's here to get rid of your headache.
Yeah, it's my specialty.
Look, Candy, the boy acted impetuously. Your services are not really required.
Are you asking me to leave?
Yes.
Boy, this is just my luck. Saturday night, a million lonely guys out there. Guys with back trouble. What do I get? My man Godfrey giving me the gate. I got more respect when I was stoking the smelter.
I'm certain you stoked with the best of them.
Hey, look, Lenny, I'm just a working stiff, okay? You want me gone? I'm gone. But that's $35 for the house call and $20 for my cab fare, each way.
That's $75.
Thank you, Kevin. I'll have to check the cookie jar. Come, Wesley.
Oh, you gonna get some cookies for candy?
Something like that.
Hi.
Hiya, kid.
You'll have to excuse us. We get like this sometimes.
Sure.
Just hope we don't rub you the wrong way.
67.25, 67.26.
I don't get it, Mr. Belvedere. I thought you'd be happy.
Oh, I am, Wesley. Thrilled. 67, 68.
But the ad said Our Ladies relieve tension over 100 different ways.
I know, I'm counting them.
I thought you wanted a massage.
I did. Look, Wesley. When Mr. Belvedere says he wants a massage, he means a therapeutic massage. The technique of stretching the spinal column, stimulating the deep tissue, and manipulating the primary acupressure points.
Isn't that what she does?
Go to bed.
What do you mean you don't send cabs out to the boonies? And how do you think I got here? Hello? Hello? Kid, do yourself a favor. Get an education.
I like that.
Here is the money. It is all there. Thank you for coming. Godspeed. Goodbye. And good luck.
I can't get a cab.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, I'll drive her.
No, you won't. Well, ta-ta.
Oh, come on. I'll just drop her off downtown. I'll be back in an hour.
All right, but you come straight home.
Oh, I really appreciate this.
You're more than welcome.
Well, last chance. I mean, it's already paid for.
You didn't hear that.
Yeah, I know. After you.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Dad put that area off limits.
Do not look at me. I am not programmed to become a jewel thief.
Spare me the moralizing, you overcautious cunt.
Hey, honey, give me another quarter and put in the TV, will you?
I think I just used the last one for the toilet.
Hurry up. The big fat robot's ready to say, danger, danger. I love that.
Well, I think this big fat robot can just go find a zone change.
Hey, that's it. Let's start it up again. Come on, Marcia, open the door.
No!
Come on, come on. You can't stay in there forever. You don't have enough quarters.
Leave me alone.
Marcia, we've already been through this.
Harrisburg was before we were married. Marcia, for Pete's sake. We weren't even going steady then. We'd only been out once.
Oh, well, that really says a lot for me.
This isn't you talking, it's that burrito. Hey, remember that little cottage up on the Jersey shore?
No.
Remember? Not a soul on the beach except you and I. Walking in the rain, hand in hand, standing under the lifeguard station. That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure was. That was a long time ago.
We were crazier then, weren't we?
Oh, I don't know. I think we're even crazier now.
You think so?
I know I am.
You do. Come on, baby. Let's go crazy.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, you almost gave me a coronary.
Is that good for your headache?
What are you doing up? It's way past midnight.
Going to sleep. Where is everybody?
I don't know.
I mean, Heather isn't back?
No.
Kevin isn't back either?
No.
Boy, are you in trouble.
We're back.
Wow, look at them.
Okay, kids, you're unhooked. Wagon's in the driveway.
Thank you.
I popped the hood, opened all your doors. Probably helped the upholstery dry out faster.
Kevin, what happened?
Nothing. Just a little problem on the fairway.
Yeah. Evil Knievel here did a wheelie off the 9th hole, skidded across a sand trap, and landed us in a water hazard. The deep one.
You were driving on a golf course?
Golfers do. I was just trying to stay out of trouble. I mean, I'm not allowed to go on the expressway, right?
But that's what Mom said.
So I figured I'd just take the back roads into Pittsburgh. I guess I took a wrong turn. Ended up on the back 9.
Ah, the return of the prodigal daughter. Did we have fun?
Yeah, it was great, but I'm not too proud of it.
Hey, this is real compelling stuff, but I got other rows to tow, you know.
Fine, fine. How much do we owe you?
Oh, nothing. She took care of it.
With money.
Was there something else I could have?
Just wait in the truck.
Sure, sure.
This is very good of you.
Well, I figured the kid's in enough trouble already. Well, kid, take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
And remember, don't worry about the girls, okay? You just stay as sweet as you are, and believe me, you're gonna be a real heartbreaker.
Yeah, right.
Remember one thing, though. Replace your divots, okay? So long, Lenny.
It's been a pleasure, Candy.
Could have been.
Well, good night.
Children. Remember, Mr. Belvedere? Wise old Mr. Belvedere. Patient Mr. Belvedere. Caring, insightful, carefree Mr. Belvedere. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's left me in charge.
We're back.
Hi, kids.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hey, Wes, look, I bagged you a gator. Poor little guy had a heart attack on the airplane.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Mother. Thank you very, very much.
Ah, Mrs. Owens. Mr. Owens, glad to have you back.
I'm glad someone is.
Oh, I am sorry. Children, you may move.
What else you getting, Mom?
I believe it was the late Mahatma Gandhi who said,
Good night, Mr. Belvedere.
good night, Kevin, who said there will have to be rigid and iron discipline.
Good night, Mr. Belvedere.
Good night, Heather. Rigid and iron discipline before we achieve anything great or
Good night, Mr. Belvedere.
enduring. Good night, Wesley. Mahatma Schmatma, I'm going to bed.